Hi friends! Before we get started, I gotta do my quick shout outs. Isabella has been working really hard at home. Tyrell, I know you've been working really hard at home. Zoe, Malia sent me the most beautiful pictures and she showed me on our Zoom call her house that she made and she decorated the inside using all the materials in her box and I loved it. I loved it so much because you read how a house is built. It was wonderful. Micah has been working really hard at home. I've been getting lots of pictures. And Khadija, I've also been getting so many pictures from you and your family. So please keep up the hard work. It's Friday, Friday. It's my favorite day. Oh my, it's Friday. Hey, it's Friday. All right, here we go with our sounds. Today we're gonna work on S and ES. We add S to the end of words when we wanna make them plural, which means more than one. Like I can have a duck or ducks. I can have a shoe or shoes. Now if I have a shoe, it's one shoe, right? Or maybe it's even zero shoe, no shoes. But if I say I have shoes, I might have 2, I might have 10, I might have 1,000,000, I might have 12, I might have 100, I might have 1,000,000,000. We don't know how many, but we just know that it's more than one. And that's what's really important here, is more than one. So here you go. We're going to start with this quick video so you can see why sometimes it's not just the S.
It makes more than one. You can have a tail. Tail is special. It is called a plural. It tells us there is more than one duck. That means I can use my pluralator. See? Now there are lots of ducks. Plural is ES. ES makes the sound is. Boxes. When to use S or ES. Use ES after one of these hissing sounds. Glasses, dishes, bunches. Use tails to show there is more than one. Plurals. What an excellent student. You are so clever. Oh no, the pluralator is going out of control. Stop. No. I must get out of here. It is going crazy.
Okay, so I'm going to close that real fast and I'm going to stop sharing. Okay, so today we're going to work on S and then we're going to work on ES. So duck, ducks, phone, phones, knots, knots. Now the lady on the video said that you can add a tail. Well, we call this as an ending, right? Because sometimes our endings are ing, sometimes our endings are ed, sometimes our endings are er, and there's more endings. You'll learn a lot more about endings. We also can call the endings if you want to use a suffix. Okay, so this is the suffix. It adds an ending. It changes what it means, right? A duck or 1,000,000 ducks. That's a big difference, right? I have 1 phone or I have 8 phones. That's a big difference. I have 1 knot in my shoe or I have 15 knots in my shoe. It's a big difference. So what we just wanted to talk about is sometimes it doesn't get an S, it gets an ES, okay? So I'm just gonna show you a couple of examples. So for SH, like this word, brushes gets an ES. And you have to just remember this rule. It might be a little hard, but that's okay. Next word, dish, dish, dishes. There was lots of dishes in my sink. I wish there was just one dish. Dishes. It gets the ES added, and that's because it has the SH, okay? Next one. I'm just going to show you a couple of examples. Ready? Sandwich. Danielle had a sandwich for breakfast. Or sorry, for lunch. And sandwiches. Because it's a CH, it gets the ES added. Sandwich. And so it's the sound at the end, and it gets an ES added, okay? Or like this, watch, watches, yes. Sorry, that's a little sloppy at the end. Okay, then when you have an X, you add an ES, so fox or foxes, okay? And then when you add, oh, here's another one, or X. You see that? You add the ES. So this might be something that we need to talk about a bunch more times, but it's just something I want to show you. You can look it up and on the internet and say, when do you add an ES? I bet you can watch a lot more videos. And then the last one, which really makes sense, is we add an ES when we already have an S at the end. Like there was a mess, and now there's many messes, because we wouldn't have 3 S's right next to each other. That just doesn't make sense. Messes, okay? Sorry, that last one. And then like another word, bus and buses. You see how we added that? So that's just what I wanted to show you today. I'm going to challenge you to think of I want you to think of one word that ends in each of these sounds and add an ES to it, okay? So what I'm saying is I want you to think of a word that ends in SH, that ends in CH, that ends in S, that ends in X, and then then add the ES to it, just so you can practice. It might be a big challenge, but I'm going to challenge you. Maybe you can ask your mom or your dad or whoever you're with, maybe your brother, sister, grandma, somebody, if they can help you. All right? So the next thing that we're going to do is so cool. All right. So we've been reading this. Oops, I have to share my screen. We've been reading this story together. Not this story together. About the band, right? And I know that you guys have been reading it hopefully at home. And so today I just wanted to talk to you really fast about a couple things. First, we're going to talk about the story element. So we're going to talk our 5-finger retell: characters, the setting, the problem, the events, and the resolution. So I'm going to show you how I can scan, or maybe we don't say scan, we can say look over the story, and I'm going to see if I can find the problem. So just watch me as I do this. Grace and Jill are in a band. They toot their horn. The children started out. They did not sound too good. I think I already might have found my problem. I'm going to highlight my problem. I know it's like kind of funny. I can do that. So Grace and her trombone sounded like a sick moose, and Jill and her trumpet sounded like a flock of geese. I think that that's a problem when you can't play your instrument and you're in a band, right? Made quite a racket, and Mr. Spencer kept yelling that he couldn't take it and he'd run out of the house and hide in the barn. So the problem got even bigger. So I'm thinking the problem is that the girls cannot play their instruments. And then one of the events is that Mr. Spencer goes away, right? Then the next event is that they've gotten better because Mr. Vance has helped them. I'm going to scroll down here. And then, ooh, they have a concert. All right, so I've told you what the problem is. I bet you can tell me who the characters are, what the events are, character setting, and what the problem is. So I'm gonna just write it over here. I want you guys to tell me who the characters are. Easy. What the setting is. I'll tell you the problem because I looked through the story again and found it. The girls are not very good at their instruments. And then what's the resolution? How do they get better at their instruments? We all know how to get better at something. We do it all the time. If you want to get better at reading, what do you have to do? If you want to get better at math, what do you have to do? If you want to get better at riding a bike, what do? You know the answers already. So this should be super easy for you. I'm gonna clear that out, and I would love for you to read this story one more time. I'm gonna make sure it's up on the class stories so that everybody can read it. But the last thing that Ms. Stern wants you to do is, in this story, the girls were playing a trombone and a trumpet. And so I know that some of you were like, I don't even know what those sound like. And you have all read Trombone Shorty in your class. So we'll start with Trombone Shorty, but you're gonna have a minute just to listen to the trombone. He's a very good player. He's playing the trombone. See, that's the trombone. And Trombone Shorty, you guys can listen to him at home. Remember how much you loved him at school? Here's another quick one of Trombone Shorty. Oops, Miss Stern went to the end by accident. So you guys can see a little bit of Trombone Shorty. If you want, you can even watch him when he was really little. How good he was when he was really little. Do you remember? We watched it on the... it's not playing. But you guys can watch it on... there he is. You see him? Make it a little bigger. So that's what a trombone sounds like. And that's what one of the little girls was playing. And then this... oh, that's not the trumpet. Where did it go? Here's the trumpet. Here we go. This is what a trumpet sounds like. Oops. All right, so Ms. Stern has to stop this. As you can see, there's lots of cool things that you can do if you learn to play an instrument one day. But that was just about the band and the story. I cannot wait for you to read it so fluently for me today, because it's Friday, and then that's when you can practice your fluency. Maybe you can even perform the fluency for your family and how good you've gotten at reading the band this week. And I miss you all, and I hope that you have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye, guys.